Bad news tonight, Irish singer Sinead O'Connor has died. Her biggest hit was Nothing Compares to You, and nothing much compared to that fabulous song.
In a shocking turn of events, Sinead O'Connor, the talented and sometimes controversial singer, sadly passed away at the age of 56, leaving the world mourning the loss of an enchanting artist. Her family released a brief statement announcing her death and asking for privacy during this difficult time. The news came 18 months after the tragic passing of her 17-year-old son, Shane, who took his own life. With 3 other children, her family is obviously heartbroken. The music industry and her native Ireland were taken aback by the news of her passing, and tributes poured in to honor her exceptional talent and impact on the world with her music. But before her demise, O'Connor made a revealing statement about the dark side of the music industry. She fearlessly exposed how the elites used exploitive tactics, particularly with aspiring female artists, in their quest for fame. It deeply disgusted her, and her brave stand against this toxic culture caught everyone's attention. Sinead O'Connor's legacy will forever echo in the hearts of those touched by her artistry and activism. As we mourn the loss of this remarkable artist, may her music continue to inspire, and her courage to speak out serve as a beacon of hope for a better world. But what exactly did Sinead O'Connor say about the dark side of the music industry? Get ready for a revealing journey as we uncover the reasons behind her untimely passing and explore her final message before she left us.
That's why I had to get up and walk the away from Ireland, my kids, my everything, because I didn't want to stay alive, and I'm not going to let somebody use the fact that they think, whether mistakenly or otherwise, I've this, that, or the other is.
Born in South Dublin in 1966, O'Connor rose to fame with her Grammy-nominated debut album, The Lion and the Cobra, in 1987. Her haunting cover of Prince's Nothing Compares to You became a global sensation, selling millions of copies and garnering millions of views on YouTube. However, her fame came with a price. O'Connor's shaved head and outspoken views made her a lightning rod for controversy. Her public act of tearing up a picture of the Pope sparked major backlash, including death threats and radio boycotts. Even Frank Sinatra expressed his disapproval. Despite the challenges she faced, O'Connor's convictions were vindicated by later revelations about Vatican cover-ups of sexual abuse scandals. Her courage and willingness to speak her truth earned her respect and admiration from many who recognized her as a woman, unafraid to challenge the status quo. But on July 26, the family of Sinead O'Connor made a heartfelt announcement on social media about her passing, saying, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time." The news of her death was met with grief and tributes from fans and fellow musicians around the world. Sinead O'Connor's music career spanned an impressive 40 years, during which she released 10 studio albums. Just like we've mentioned, her breakthrough came in 1990 with the iconic single, Nothing Compares to You, which topped charts internationally and earned her 3 MTV Video Music Awards. The song's success catapulted her to fame, but it also brought with it the pressures and challenges of being in the public eye. Despite the fame, O'Connor remained true to her beliefs and used her platform to advocate for important causes, including women's rights. She fearlessly spoke her mind, and her willingness to be authentic and outspoken was both celebrated and criticized by the public. Over the years, O'Connor faced personal struggles with mental health issues, and she was candid about her bipolar disorder diagnosis. Her journey was marked by ups and downs, including reported attempts to take her own life, which highlighted the importance of mental health awareness in the music industry. Fashna O'Salai, her former manager, acknowledged O'Connor's trailblazing spirit and the impact she had on other female artists. He recognized that her rise to fame at a young age came with tremendous pressure, and while she enjoyed success, it also took a toll on her well-being. Despite facing challenges and stepping away from the limelight at times, O'Connor experienced a creative renaissance in recent years. Her music continued to resonate with audiences, and she even planned to release a new album in 2024 along with a global tour. But sadly, that wouldn't happen anymore. Sinead O'Connor's passing left a void in the music world, but her legacy as a fearless artist and advocate for change will continue to inspire generations to come. As fans mourn the loss of this remarkable talent, her music and powerful messages will remain a timeless reminder of her unique and impactful presence in the industry. In fact, Sinead O'Connor showed tremendous courage when she exposed the shady side of Hollywood. When Miley Cyrus released her Wrecking Ball music video, Sinead spoke up about it. Instead of giving her opinion to media outlets, she decided to write an open letter to Cyrus, which she published on her website. However, Cyrus mocked the letter on Twitter and compared Sinead to troubled actress Amanda Bynes. In the letter, Sinead expressed her concern for Cyrus, warning her about the consequences of allowing herself to be exploited in the music industry. She firmly believed that being without clothing and engaging in provocative behavior in music videos wouldn't enhance her talent, but instead, it would harm her in the long run. Sinead emphasized that true empowerment for young women shouldn't come from their outward appeal, but from their undeniable talent. As a role model, Sinead hoped that Cyrus would pay attention to her advice. She saw the music business as manipulative, using artists like commodities to make money. While they profited from such exploitation, artists often ended up facing personal struggles, like ending up in rehab, feeling alone and abandoned. Sinead's bold letter demonstrated her commitment to protecting young artists from the harsh realities of the industry. She wanted them to value their talent and worth beyond just their appearance, and to be aware of the potential pitfalls that came with fame. Despite facing criticism, Sinead spoke out to make a difference and stood up against the exploitation she believed was prevalent in Hollywood. Sinead passionately continued in her letter urging Miley to recognize her true power as a woman. She emphasized that real empowerment comes from refusing to allow others to exploit her body and gender preference for their gain. She believed that young women should value themselves beyond their physical appearance and not give in to pressure to objectify themselves for profit. With her extensive experience in the music industry, Sinead was well aware that men were benefiting financially from the way Miley portrayed herself, while she might not be reaping the same rewards. She condemned this exploitive practice and stressed that it was far from cool. Sinead worried that Miley's actions could set a dangerous example for other young women. She urged her to say no when asked to compromise her integrity and self-respect for the sake of others. She wants Miley to understand that her body was meant for her and her loved ones, not for anonymous individuals on the internet or record company executives seeking to satisfy their desire with material possessions. And it seems that Miley didn't respond positively to Sinead's advice, and this was her reaction.
Can kiss and make up at some point?
I don't know. Are we supposed to kiss? I thought she wasn't.
Now let's find out the reason behind her untimely passing. Before her death, Sinead O'Connor was open about her struggles with mental health, was grieving the loss of her son Shane, who tragically died in 2022. This heartbreaking event was the subject of O'Connor's final post on Twitter. While the exact cause of her death is yet to be determined, it's worth noting that the police are not treating it as suspicious, according to ET. Sinead O'Connor's passing occurred 18 months after the death of her son Shane, who was only 17 years old. In the days leading up to her death, O'Connor shared her profound sorrow on Twitter, expressing how she felt like an undead night creature without her beloved son. She described Shane as the love of her life and the light of her soul, emphasizing their deep bond. In a previous interview with People, O'Connor revealed that she had prepared her children Jake, Rosin, Shane, and Yeshua for what they should do immediately after her passing. She advised them to contact her accountant before calling 911, ensuring that the record companies wouldn't take advantage and release her music without proper compensation for her children. O'Connor was aware that the value of an artist's work often increases after their death, and she wanted to protect her children's rights and interests in the music industry. Days before her sad passing, Sinead O'Connor shared a heart-wrenching video where she had a breakdown, expressing how difficult it was to have a mental illness and how there's no one beside you to help.
The mental illness, it's a bit like drugs. It doesn't give a who you are. And equally, what's worse is the stigma. It doesn't give a who you are. And suddenly, all the people who are supposed to be loving you and taking care of you are treating you like and then when you're angry or you're hurt because they're doing.
In summary, it seems like Sinead O'Connor has gained a deep understanding of the music industry after working within it for many years. Experience often leads to uncovering the hidden truth, right? She believes that the music industry is more complicated than it appears on the surface. Many other celebrities have also made claims about shady dealings in Hollywood. But do you think Sinead was correct in her assertion that the music industry exploits aspiring female artists for fame? Share your thoughts below. And while we wait for further updates, don't forget to watch the next video where even more shocking revelations in the world of Hollywood will be revealed.